Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today it's a different time stream, but we're going to be having a look at
PD Space Guitar, and we're going to pimp your guitar into a synthesizer.
Damn straight. Let's do this. But first, we're going to kick off with a really talented artist by the name of Scott Agans, who has his new song, Timber Song, ready to go. It's called The Happy Song. Let's do it, shall we? Boom. How do you do? Welcome to the show. That was Scott Agans. Scott's a long-time supporter of the channel. He was here from day one when this channel kicked off over 2 years ago. And he's been a bit in the wilderness doing his own thing, but he's just recorded that track for Songtember, and that was called A Happy Song. And it's good to see him back making music. Awesome stuff. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat if you're watching this here live or on the replay. If you're here live, let us know that you're here. Who am I? I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS, and it's a bit of a different time. I know, something a little bit different because Songtember is a thing, and it's taking up a lot of my time recording 2 songs, so I don't have all the time in the world to do apps during the week. So I've had to shift a few things around, do a few extra shows just for September, so it won't be a regular thing going forward, but yeah, there's been these different shows which more cater to, it's 11 p.m. here in Australia, and was it about 2 in the afternoon in the UK, very early in the US, so yeah, if you're a Wart Warrior, thanks for being one, because it's awesome. There we go. For $1 a month, you become a Wart Warrior and have your own emojis and stuff. Anyway, hello, Bo. Welcome aboard, and good to see you. And Gary from The Delicate Giant says, I'm waiting to have my septic tank cleaned, so I might have to be off, but interested to hear anything guitar synth related. And this app is sick, what we're looking at today. I'll tell you a little bit about it right now. Hey, Welton Kinder, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. All right, where are we? Let's go over here to this page. Let's talk about some price drops that are currently in, because 4Pockets have just dumped a big load of price drops for multi-track recorder, visual EQ, vocal soloist, and Helium, all a few bucks off. So if these are apps that you're wanting to grab them while they're on sale. Nembrini has BST100 V2 Super Overdrive on sale, $10 off. Mood Units, Touch Scraper, Waverly XL, Waverly Tables, all fantastic apps. I'm pretty sure I've covered all of them. All on sale, all down to 99, well, most of them. 99 cents for Waverly and Waverly Tables. So definitely worth your time, those particular apps. GeoShred Controls free at the moment. Shockwave is $10 off. And I don't know, I think LumaFusion's gone off. Has it? It has. LumaFusion is no longer on sale. There you go. So we are looking at today BP Space Guitar Synthesizer. And I was lucky enough to be on the beta for this app, which was, man, it was a long beta. It was probably about a year or so. I think Jamie Mallender did a show on this while it was still in beta. It's finally dropped. It's $4.99. It's on sale at the moment, so it's worth your time if you want it to grab it now. Hey, Hugh, what's happening? Watching from work. Good to see you. So, yeah, it is half price, so it's on sale. So if you do like this, definitely grab it now before it goes up. And it's pretty damn good. I'm pretty blown away by it. When it was in the beta, it was good. I don't know, just it felt like it needed something during the beta testing, and it got that. It got an overhaul of the it got an overhaul. Let's just say that. The word will come back to me. But now it's sounding absolutely spectacular. So let us grab a guitar and show you exactly what it can do, and then we'll throw it into a mix with a song and stuff. But we'll run through the settings on what everything is, and we'll run through some of the patches and everything, and then we'll show you all the controls and all that stuff. So full deep dive kind of deal. Just to show you, I do have a guitar here, so I'm using the Blue Meanie today with the Floyd Rose, because I thought showing a Floyd Rose with this too would, you can already hear what it's doing. It's pretty cool, man. And here's the deal, there's no real setup with this. You just plug it in, connect the app to it, and it just works, man. I really like apps like this that just work. Thanks, Gary. It is a pretty guitar. It's an Australian-made artist guitar with a Floyd on it. Super cheap too. This thing only cost me. So artists make really good guitars, but they're very cheap. That's what's good about them. Because they're Australian, so they cost us not much here in Australia. What's going on, Jamie? Dude. There we go. There's it.
Dude.
I just sat there watching Jamie's Patreon stream for the last hour, which was awesome. So let's and as I said, man, out the box. Listen to that. This thing tracks really well. I just had my fingers on the strings and let go. It tracks really well. Even tracks the Floyd beautifully. Pretty wicked, huh? Sounds wicked. Love it. So we'll run through what everything does. Should we just hit another preset and see what happens? What do we got here? Threshold of Funk. Oh, let's see what this one is. Wow. Yeah, can do a slow attack. We can do some slow attack. So don't worry, we'll get there. Hey, Gregory, what's going on? This thing's pretty wicked. All right, so we'll go full screen here. So you know I'm still playing the guitar, so it's all good. We'll get out of the preset screen here. So here is your main screen, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 5 tabs across the top. So you've got your shape screen. And then you have your amp, you have a modulation, you've got a space for reverb and an amp simp. So you've actually got 2 IRs in here as well. So you've got a reverb IR and a cabinet IR. You can't import your own IRs, but there's a nice selection of cabinets in here. It's really cool. And the same with the reverb. So you've got a bunch of IRs in here. Look at all these IRs, man. Deep space and chateau. So some beautiful IRs to choose from. For $5, it's pretty spectacular. And then we have the remote here, so you can control your pitch bend, and you can add a MIDI controller to this as well, and add a foot pedal to it, and control your bends with a foot pedal. So yeah, there's some depth to this thing. There's some real depth. And what's really nice is off the bat, you can see it's really simple. Not going to do your head in with too many controls. I'm sure there'll be some people out there crying, going, it's a bit of a weak interface, but you don't need fancy pants for these things. So many things are skeuomorphic these days. Wicked. I just love how easy it is. All right, so the first knob along here is the blend. So if you turn the blend all the way down to 0, you've just got your guitar there. So you can get a blend of guitar and sweet. Now you'll notice on the side here too, you can see this little volume meter. So here's your input, and you actually have an output here, so you can change the level with this little slider here. Yeah, it's quite sensitive, that slider. Just give me a second here. Get this loaded up. So next you've got a threshold. So this is like it's a gate, but it's not your typical gate. It's like a spectral gate. So it basically deals with the frequencies. So it's a spectral gate. Let's blend more of this in. Give it some volume. So what it kind of does is it gates it doesn't gate the guitar. It gates the synth sound that's going on with it. So not only do you have a blend, it's almost like this gating of the synth underneath it. See how it cuts in and out? So it's like this unique little spectral gate in there. We'll put that all the way up. Then you've got an attack, of course, so we can pull the attack down. Bring this back. Even just sliding along, the tracking on this is really wonderful. So that's the word I was trying to think of earlier. The engine on this has been updated since the beta. Pretty nice. We'll turn down that attack. So you have an octave here. So this changes the spectrum. So you've got an octave that goes 2 octaves up, 2 octaves down. And it really reacts to bends beautifully. Very impressive stuff. We'll bring that octave down. So we also have a pitch, which pitches the whole spectrum up half tone steps. Can it be used to control other iOS? I don't think so. I think this is it needs to have a guitar input. So it's seeking a. It's not a MIDI controller as such. You can add a control pedal to it, and you can control obviously your knobs with an external because all of the parameters are exposed. Another thing you can do, and I haven't tried this, is I think I saw somebody using this within MIDI Guitar 2, which is another MIDI guitar app, which is fantastic as well. So we can change the pitch. I'm not even playing anything. That's just the sustain, mate. That's just the sustain. Hey, Dave Fox, what's going on? So you also will move across. So you've got the drop. This splits. The next knob here is the drop. Here it is, this one here. And the drop actually splits the spectrum into two parts. So the lower part's dropped 1 octave. So very reactive to fast playing if you're in a black metal band. That'd be really cool. Lovely. We also have a doubler, so it adds a unison voice. Let's pull the doubler down. So we also have latency, and let's talk about the latency. I've got it written down, some notes here. So the normal setting for the guitar is about 20%. Yeah, it doesn't produce MIDI, exactly. Thanks, Paul. Paul is the developer. So thanks for joining us, Paul. Yeah, it's definitely not a MIDI controller or anything like that in itself, but you can use MIDI controllers alongside with it. So the latency, let's talk about it. The normal setting is about 20% for guitar. And just checking my notes here. If you don't play lower chords, what do I say? Set it to 10% if you're playing faster. For bass guitar, you might want to set it to about 50%. For those low, when you're getting that really low bass sound. And this knob here, the one thing which I do have written in my notes is that it doesn't have any effect on the CPU usage of your iPad. So sweet. Nice. Okay, so let's look down below here. You can see we have like this HX off, saw, square, and bright. So clearly you can see we're on a square sound at the saw sound. So you can go between a saw and a square. The HX off is it bypasses the harmonics. Really nice that you can blend the sound so easily and really make some interesting sounds here. We'll put that blend back up. Then you've got your saw sound. Saw, we'll click on that. You've got a square. And a bright sound, which adds multiples of the source, multiple source frequency components. We also have settings here. So we've got a sense, attack, Really, really, really tight this app is. It's really nice. As I said at the beginning, I really love how just out of the box, it just works. It just works. Latency, what latency? There's none. There's none. Doesn't feel like any latency to me. Feels really nice. Feels really tight. And I'm running through, I'm going into my Arturia interface. So pretty big setup here. Set the blend on in the middle. It's a latency knob, and you'll hear what added latency is from the echo. Okay, hang on a minute. Where are we? Set the blend on the middle. Where are we? Set the blend on the middle. And the latency knob. Where are we? Go back here. So we've got a low pass filter as well. Low pass, we've got a high pass, and we've got a band pass. And of course, as I said, all of the parameters are open, so you could run an external LFO or whatever you want to control all these freaking knobs. You could get them to do a whole bunch of crazy things, you know, totally up to you. A band pass filter, let's just put that there. And we have this plus. So what this one does too, this plus or ridge, the filter schemes above can mute the sound if you want to always have the original frequencies in the output. So that's what. And we've got a tone knob here as well. Listen how bright that is. So much air in that tone. So much air. That's a really, really wide tone. We've got our resonance as well. But don't worry, there's effects in here and such too, so we'll move on to this. We have a tremolo in here. We've got a detune. And a good old Vib man. We got a vibrato. So let's we'll go to our tremolo. We've got a detune here. Wow, man. And we got a vibrato. We'll pump the vibrato up. Pull this down. Oh, it sounds like a circus. No, this is iOS only. I wish it was Mac compatible as well. I would definitely load this up on Logic. So you can turn these off if you want as well. There's a little off there if you don't want to use those. Let's jump over to our amp because time is of the essence. And we want to run through some presets as well. Just bear with me. Somebody's trying to message me. And doesn't realize I'm live. Okay, so here's our amp. We've got a low cut. The amp, we got mids. We got a sweep gain for parametric EQ. We got a sweep filter, and we got a treble. So plenty of EQ options for the amp. There's even a gate built in here. So you can see I'm now playing. We've got a crazy gate. Nice. Nice gate. So you can hear when we release that gate. You can hear it go out. So gate to your discretion. It's nice and tight. Works well. We've got a gain knob here. We've even got some overdrive. Now with the overdrive I found too, you kind of don't want to overdo it. But you could. But you're gonna. Now, the nice thing is, too, with a lot of these effects that we're going to go through, like the modulation and the reverb, these work when you take out the blend and just have the guitar. So we bring that blend back in, we're going to have... You've got an overall level there, plus you have the option to change your compressor before your drive or your drive before your compressor. So when your drives before your compressor, clearly you're going to get far more dynamics going on, where the other way around, you've got more sustain. So you can hear that drive still there. It's just actually being filtered through much nicer, get a nice cleaner tone instead of that dirty grit. We'll take out the overdrive. So there we go. We've got our mod here. So in here you've got a mod. We can again, we've got our blend, frequency, depth. Let's just whack it up. Mod first. I mean, it's even tracking so well. You can do finger tapping. It's really well tracked. It's fantastic. Man, why are people sending me messages on Facebook? Seriously, guys. Unbelievable. We've got a delay here. Now, this delay, let's just talk about this delay, man. It's wild. You ready? Let's put the feedback up on this delay. Check this, and we'll put the time up. Delay. Why am I not getting any delay here? That delay's still going from the original chord. Listen to the time on this. You've got such a wide wide time on here. As Paul's pointed out, early bird price is till October 1st. So it's $4.99 currently US. Listen to it, it's still going. I'm not playing anything. That delay. Hey, what's going on, Russ? It's still going. Really nice delay. So we can change the tone of that delay. We've got a cue for the delay as well. We've got a level. That feedback's at full at the moment, so. It's still going, man. So we've got a darker tone on the delay at the moment. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty nice. All right, let's go over to the space, because here's where we've got our IRs. So we've got, as I said in the beginning, we've got two IR options here. We've got a cabinet IR. You can't import your own IRs from what I can see, but you've got plenty of options here. So what do you got? Looks like about counting maybe 15 or 16. I'm maybe being conservative. Close to 20 IRs for your cabinet. And you've also got IRs for your reverb. So we'll grab this, we'll do this deep space one down the bottom. We'll pump that up. We'll turn down this delay. It's a vocal duo. Man, it works so nice with a Floyd. Really nice. We've got a large, wide echo, so plenty of options. Nice. I'll go back to this. What's this one? Wow. There's some really, I tell you what's nice. There's just not your typical just room, large. It looks like there's some really interesting IRs in here. It's just block inside. All right, we'll go over to our remote here. I'm not going to cover too much of this today. So this is where you can control your blend, synth, amp. So you can set CCs. You can add a volume pedal. You can control your CCs from here. You can choose what CCs you want to control. Your whammy bar. So you've got a whammy bar in here. Your filter. So you can choose a CC for your filters. Really nice stuff. Really, you've even got a hold pedal in here as well. Even a hold pedal. Really, you know, there's been a lot of work going to this. As I said at the beginning, this has been a beta for fucking a year. Is that right, Paul? It's like a year. I was on the beta. It felt like a year that I was on the beta. And it definitely seems like there's been a change to the engine since the beta. Everything just seems so much tighter now. The tracking, definitely. I'm going to head over and look at the presets because we only got 20 minutes to go. So to access your presets, it's down here. Thank you for subscribing. Stunning. Stunning. So here are your presets. You just click this little button here and you are given your presets. They run from the bottom to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you've got your little arrows to go through. You get all up. There are 75 presets built in. And it's really easy to save your own presets. Super easy to save your own presets. So shall we just run through them? I'm just going to run through them. Give this a bit of volume. Now, some of them are a bit louder than others, so be aware of that. Let me pump up my guitar. Interesting, man. We've got an organ here. Vortex, what's going on? It's almost like this one's almost got like this weird dark sitar-y kind of sound. nice mellow organ. Hey James, we'll jump over. What else do we got? Now we're getting to some evil stuff. By Kionra. No probs, Jamie. So what's really nice about this is too, you're able to get some really interesting soundscapes and stuff, definitely. Man, beautiful for some pads. I'm going to open this up in GarageBand to wrap up and play a little bit over one of my songs that I'm working on for September. So we have some guitar settings here as well with like a bit of saw added. was, Russ. It was Astronomy Domain by Pink Floyd. Wow. "36 is the bomb." Man, that is awesome. Hey, what's going on, Andrea? Hey, see you later, Dave. What's going on, JDL? Man, that sound 36. That's my favorite. That is sick. Beautiful stuff. What's this vintage double speed? Some nice presets in here. We got 70 of them. Wow, there's a real lot going on in that tone. Beautiful stuff. This is a really, really, really fantastic app. If you're not blown away, I don't know. You're hard to please. We've got some organ pipes. Let's throw on something like Rhino. Wow. All right, let's jump out of here for the last thing, just for a bit of fun, because let's open up my Song Timbre project and let's see if it works. I'm pretty sure it does work in here. We'll just have a bit of a dick around with this. Even though this isn't my finished project, as most of you know, I've moved this project over to my Mac, And the drums are so much better. But this was the early part of the project, so we'll jump in here and see, can we load it in GarageBand without a problem? Because I know a lot of people watch this show who use GarageBand, and it's a make or break for them. Just look for P. Is it in here? No, I can't see it. Can we not load it in here? Well, that sucks. Oh, it would have to be as a instrument. It would have to be as a guitar. So we would do that. What am I doing? Load a clean guitar. Turn on input 2. Then we need to go in here and add it as a plugin. Should be in here. PDMNOP. There it is. Space guitar. Sweet. Wicked. So, can we get it? Oh, cool. We can get a full screen. Plugins. Presets are all here. Let's use this. And what I'll need to do is quickly just change guitars. Sorry for the clicky bits. Let's grab this guitar because it's down tuned to a D. It's going to be interesting. Wow. All right, so I'm going to take the keys out of this track. Oh, nice. Let's take it down the mix a bit. Let's go back. Let's record this in and then we'll call the show quits. Nice. Let's do it. Sick, man. How good is that, huh? Sounds great. What a great app. Let me just turn this down. Fantastic stuff. If you're not blown away by that, I don't know what will impress you. It's awesome stuff. It's $4.99 US. Bit over $7 if you're in Australia or in Canada. £4.80 or something like that in the UK. Neat. Straight out the box. Works a treat. Really cool. I'm digging it. Let's have a listen just to that solo track there. Sick stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Really good stuff. Thanks to the developer who joined us here today. Thank you to Paul for being here. Yeah, go and grab it. Worth your time. You're a guitarist looking for some synth. Can't play keys. Yeah, now you got no excuse. Wicked stuff. So yeah, thanks to those who are here for this show, because I normally don't do shows at this time. Tomorrow I'm doing another show, a special show tomorrow, because I'm recording vocals for my song Timber track. Finally doing vocals for it, so hopefully you join me for that. It's going to be an interesting time. I think it's midday here in Australia, which is, yeah, so just check the deets. They're all down there. It'll probably be a couple of hours doing the show tomorrow, where I'll be over in GarageBand on Mac doing vocals there for the first time using my Mac. And good stuff. You know what? Let's go out with that track, shall we? Thank you again to everyone for being here. Go grab the app. It's wicked stuff. Yeah, you'll love it. Tell you what's the most important thing about that? I just had a fuckload of fun. And that's what matters with an app. If you have fun with it, that's all that matters. If you feel like it can add something to your music, go grab it. Good stuff. Let me jump over to my Mac. This is the new single that I'm working on that'll be released on October 1st for my band Metheus. You just heard it there, but this is the latest incarnation with extra guitar tracks and everything and new fresh drums. Let's go out, play this. This is called Hunger by Metheus, due out 1st of October. Let's do it. Boom. See you later. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. I'll see you tomorrow. It would help if I turned up the volume.